guys, this is Christy Fulk with Create with Christy. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in the US. Well, today I am here with an alternative card for my June 2023 monthly online card club. My card club is actually going to be featuring the Darling Details bundle, but I wanted to show you how you can make the card look a little different by using a different stamp set. And this time I'm using the two-tone Flora stamp set and dies, and the Something Fancy set for the greeting, because there are no greetings inside this stamp set. So if you'd like to make this card along with me, just look down the video description below and click on that blog post link, and there you'll find the supply list and all the dimensions of the cardstock that you need to make this card. First off, I'm going to tell you how my monthly online card club works. My club is subscription-based, and it's $39.50 a month. You'll subscribe through PayPal, but you don't have to have a PayPal account to subscribe. You'll fill out the information asked for, name, email, credit card info, etc., and then PayPal will charge your card the same time every month until you cancel. Now, for your $39.50 every month, you'll receive $21 to $27 worth of product, card kits for 6 cards, that's 2 each of 3 designs, the exclusive video tutorial to make those 3 cards, a PDF that includes a link to the exclusive video tutorial, links to both the alternative card videos for that month, and this is one of them, links to the supplies needed to make the cards, ink pads, tools, adhesives, etc., pictures of each card, supply list for each card, and paper sizes for each card in case you ever want to make them again. And it also includes the shipping, so there's no additional charge for the shipping. That's included in the $39.50. Now, there is an optional add-on every month for either the stamp set or the bundle that's featured that month. You'll only pay for the stamp set or bundle, the one that you pick out, and I will pay the shipping and tax, saving you 18%, because that's 11% for shipping and the 7% sales tax that Indiana has. Now, if you stay in the club for 6 consecutive months, you'll get a $25 bonus in product from me. You'll receive your $25 bonus pack at the end of the sixth consecutive month. The $25 is before shipping and tax, and I'll pay the shipping and tax for this too. If you stay another 6 consecutive months, you get to choose up to $25 in product of your choice before shipping and tax. Now, if you cancel and then start again in the future, the 6-month countdown will start all over again. Now, this month I'm using the Darling Details bundle, and what you get with a basic card kit, you're going to get the 3 card kits that include all the cardstock that's embossed and die cut for you. Now, the only die cutting I don't do for you are the stamped images. If you don't have the die set, you'll have to fussy cut those out. But you'll get these with your kit. You'll also get a half pack of the Tinsel Gems Four-Pack. The colors, let me open this up so you can see. You will get it in the Ziploc bag. Lemon Lime Twist, Berry Burst, Blueberry Bushel, and Pretty Peacock. They go perfectly. Those are 4 of the colors that are in the Glorious Gingham DSP, so that's why I picked those out. So you get a half pack of those. You'll also get a full roll of the white Herringbone Ribbon. And here you will get a half pack of the Glorious Gingham DSP. This is a 6-inch by 6-inch pack. And you'll get 4 of each color. There are 5 colors. So you get 4 sheets of the Blueberry Bushel. And here's the other side. So all colors have the same designs, just they're different colors. So this is the Lemon Lime Twist one. 4 sheets of those. 4 sheets of the Pretty Peacock. 4 sheets of the Berry Burst. And 4 sheets of the Pecan Pie. So that's the half pack of the Glorious Gingham. And then you're also going to get a half pack of the, what is this one called? The Soft Shimmer Specialty Paper. Now, this is a 12 by 12 pack. You'll get the half pack, so you'll get 1 each of a 6 by 12 inch piece of the colors. There are 5 colors all together, so you get 5 sheets. This is Night of Navy. Love the shimmer to this. Pretty Peacock. So the other side is just white. This is Berry Burst, Lost Lagoon, and Bubble Bath. So these all go really nicely with the Glorious Gingham paper. So that is everything you get for your $39.50 this month. And then if you want to do the add-ons, let me get all this stuff back here. If you want to do the add-ons, you can get the Darling Details stamp set. This is your first choice. This is $24. That's the total price. And if you want to get the bundle, now let me get this out of the way, which also includes the die set. This is a nice big die set. This is $54 to get the bundle. and that's the actual price of the bundle. So you have the option to add on the Darling Details, just the stamp set, or the bundle for $24, the bundle for $54. And remember, I will pay the shipping and tax for the add-on, so that is all you need to pay. So this is in addition to the $39.50 a month, and you do need to let me know that by the 14th of the month, and then have it paid for by the 15th of the month. And I will, I have a link to the Card Club page. Click on that, and when you're there, you can subscribe there. You can scroll down and find out the information for the Darling Details one for this month. And there's also a link to click on the add-on form that you need to fill out to let me know that you want to get this. And I'll send out a PayPal invoice within 24 hours for you to pay that so you can get the stamp set or bundle. Okay, well, that's it. So let's go ahead and get started with my alternative card. Okay, now that you know how Card Club works, let's go ahead and get started with my first alternative card. This is using that two-tone Flora set and dies. So here is the beautiful stamp set. It's a two-step stamp set, and the stamps I'll be using are these two right here, these two, and I will also be using this large leaf here and the smaller leaf. So those are all the stamps I'll be using. And I will also be using this die here. This will die cut the large flower, and this die here will die cut the smaller flower, and then we've got the small leaf and the larger leaf dies that we need. And then I also use the Something Fancy stamp set for the greeting, and I use the thank you stamp. And to let you know, I've already die cut these out because I'm using everything that comes in the kit for my one of my cards in my Card Club this month. And this is the die that I used to get that really pretty border that you're going to see here in just a minute. And then this is also die cut for you, so in the kit. So this, I used this die to get that cut out. Okay, first off, I want to get some stamping done. So I'm going to grab this piece here. This is what I use, that beautiful border die from the Darling Details dies. I made this, so this will be done for you if you get or join the club. Here is the thank you that I'm using from that Something Fancy set. And I'm going to use a Night of Navy ink pad. I'm just going to stamp this in the bottom left corner, like so. I love that font. Okay, now I want to grab the half sheet that's going to be in the kit. I give extra basic white cardstock in the kits, so that way if you're needing more or make any mistakes, that you have plenty of white cardstock to make your projects. So first off, I'm going to grab the lined stamp that goes with the large flower. I'm going to use Berry Burst. Whenever you do two-step, you always want to start with the darker color first. It's a lot easier when you go to line things up. So I'm going to stamp one here. I need two of them. So go ahead and stamp this. Such a pretty pink. I'm glad that Berry Burst came back. And it goes really good with the new Bubble Bath color. This is in the Subtles. The Berry Burst is in the Brights collection. Now you'll see why I wanted to start with the dark. I'll try to keep my hand out of the way so you can see how I'm lining this up. Since it has the lighter ink, I can see the darker ink through it much easier. And then I'll just put that down, hold it down for a few seconds. That way it soaks into the cardstock and I get a lot better image that way. And get up again with the Bubble Bath, line it up. And there we go. Now, let's go ahead. I'm going to do that smaller flower now using Daffodil Delight. I still love this yellow even though we've had it for a long time. And I'm going to stamp the lined version of this one. And then I'm using the same yellow, the Daffodil Delight, for the inside, but I'm going to stamp off. That makes the yellow a little lighter. Line it up. There we go. Do the same thing again. And we'll line this up. There we go. So we've got those done. I did the second one a little better than the first one. My camera's kind of in the way, so it's hard to me to line it up sometimes. Okay, now I'm going to grab Lemon Lime Twist and the large leaf. I'm going to stamp it twice. Put one here. Another color, I'm glad it came back. And then I need two of the double leaves. And as you can see, I'm only using about a half of this piece, so I can be able to make another set of these if I want to. So that is all the stamping I need to do on this one. And now I'm going to grab the inside of the card. This is a 4 by 5 1/4 inch piece of the basic white. And I'm going to stamp that large flower one more time in the bottom left corner. So I'm going to use Berry Burst. And then I'll just angle it a little bit. Okay. Get my bubble bath out. And then do the inside. And that's done. So that is all the stamping we need to do. So now let's get the die cutting machine out. Okay, to get the Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine ready for die cutting, I've got the base platform, a die plate, and a standard cutting plate. I'm going to grab that large piece where I did all the stamping. Get these dies together here. Get this lined up. Just make sure you get that image completely in the center of that die, the opening of it. Since this one's kind of large, I'm going to do 2 of them. That way it doesn't twist on me. Oh, hopefully I didn't stamp that one too high. Oh, nope, it'll be fine. So I'll put this one up here. That one's small, and I think one will be good. Then we will grab this one. Line it up. And I think I'll do 2 of those also. And then we've got our big large one. I'm going to do this one over here just because I can tell those are going to be too close together. Get that flower to fill in that opening. Looks pretty good, I think. Let me move it over just a little bit. There we go. And by the way, this is Post-it tape, in case you're wondering. You could also use Post-it notes and just use the adhesive side of it, or washi tape. I highly recommend the Post-it adhesive or the Post-it notes, though, because it comes off a lot easier without tearing up the cardstock. Okay, and that will give us these leaves. And this one. I still love the images in this set. This set came out in the January to April. Yes, mini catalog. I had to remember the months I covered there. And then we've got this one. There we go. Now I'll go ahead and get the rest of these die cut, and then we'll get ready to finish this card. Okay, now it's time to put this card together. This time I'm cut the cardstock in half a little differently. This is a 4 1/4 by 11 inch piece. Now, whenever I do it the lengthwise, cutting it in half, I find it needs to be scored for sure. Some people love to score it no matter which direction it is, and that is totally fine. But with this one, just the way the fibers run on this, it has a little harder time folding. So I'm going to go ahead and line this up at 5 1/2 because that's the halfway point. Score it a few times, and that'll fold a lot easier. So I'll grab my bone folder and finish it off. So we've got the card base. Now the DSP is not cut for you in the card club. Since you've got a half pack, that way you can pick whichever one you want. If you want to use a different design than what I do, you can definitely do that. But I do show you how to cut it out of your pieces. But this is a 1 1/2 by 5 1/4 inch piece. Now, on my club card, I actually used this side, and I changed it up, and I'm going to use this side this time. I like the lighter version for this stamp set. Plus, I also want to show you a different look. In case you do join the club, you'll see how, so you can pick which one you want, which side you want. So I'm going to line this up. What I'm doing is lining up the edges of the Berry Burst card base. So I want the top and bottom and the side one here to be the same width. Okay, so now we've got that down. Now I want to grab that piece that has our thank you and has that pretty border. We'll go ahead and put some adhesive on here. Now I'm not going to put any adhesive where these openings are. I'll just put it right next to it because I don't want to have any adhesive out coming through those holes. And then I will just get this on so the top and the right side of the berry burst border is about the same width, and it lines up with the top and bottom of the DSP. Okay, so now we've got that down. Now I'm going to grab all of my little flowers, and I also have this little die cut. This is one that's in the kit that I'll do for you. This was used with the Darling Details dies. But this was die cut out of that soft shimmer paper. This is the Night of Navy version. And it was a 1 inch by 2.5 inch piece. So kind of put that there. So I'm going to lay these down the way I want them to look. I think I'll do this one here. I always do this to see exactly where I want to put them. It kind of helps when I put it on later. The one good thing about our seal, though, you can pick them back up again if you need to. But this does make it a little easier if you put them down and do some planning before you start putting adhesive on them. That way I can move this around if I need to change anything. So let's put another big one down here. Might bring that down just a little bit. See, I was able to move it around a little bit. That looks good. And then these leaves will be going over here, and I'm not going to worry about those right now. I mainly wanted to get these on right. Oh, and this one too, because this one is going to be a little larger. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to start with the things that are on the bottom. So let me grab, I'm going to hurry up and put this on just because it's so little. And I'm going to be very carefully, I'm going to just put some seal down here on the bottom. I'm okay. Don't know if you can tell this, but it's going, you can see adhesive from the front. But this is going to be tucked underneath. So let me get that yellow flower back where I wanted it. That looks pretty good. I want to make sure this leaf does not go over the edge of the card base. And then I will put this one, kind of lift this flower up a little bit and put it down. Good, that's still within my card base, so that looks good. Okay, so now I can put this flower back where I want it. Lay these down again. Oh, they moved on me. There. That blue one is actually the hardest one to put down, so that's why I wanted to get that one out of the way. So we've got that. So that still looks pretty good to me. I'll bring it down just a little bit. I'm going to grab a yellow one. So that's another one that's on the bottom. And I want to put adhesive more in the center than on the edges of this one because I'm going to stick some leaves underneath that. So I'm going to put this right here. That still looks good. Now I'll grab this one. Once again, just put adhesive more in the center, not along the edges. And this one I'm going to stick in under here. And I always lay things down without putting pressure on it, so that way I can move it, so that way I could tell I needed to move that one again. That's good. Then I push it down when I'm ready. When I like the way it is, then I keep it that way. Then we need this big one here. And I will stick this under. That looks pretty good. I'm going to move this a little bit, make sure I still have it where I want it. That looks good. Now we've got this one. So it gets easier as you start putting some down. Then we're going to put this down here. Make sure that doesn't go over the edge of the card base. Then I'm going to put this one down because that's the next one. Slide it under. Let me kind of move this, make sure I still got it where I want it. You know, I'm going to lift this up a little bit higher. There we go. And push this down. Now I'm going to go ahead and put these leaves on. And I like this one kind of going underneath this yellow one a little bit. And I'm okay with covering this up a little bit. That also helps hold that down a little better. Get some adhesive on this leaf set. This one is going to go like so. And this one I want to put on with dimensionals. I always like to pop at least one thing up. Not always, but a lot of the times. I very rarely do not use Stampin' Dimensionals. So I'm going to do a little triangle here. That way it doesn't wobble on me. Take the adhesive off, or the backings I mean. Then I'll put this right here. I'm going to lay it down softly again. That way I can lift it back up again if needed. And I think I will. Let's bring it down just a little bit more. That looks good. So now push this down. And this, I want to make sure I use some of that white herringbone ribbon. This is a 5-inch piece. Tie this in a single knot. This would be also really easy to color any color you want. You can use Stampin' Blends. You can use a sponge dauber with the ink pads and get the ink. So that's the neat thing about white ribbon. You can change the colors. But this time I wanted to keep it the white because I liked that. So now we've got that single knot. I'm going to grab, oops, I've got some things rolling around, my glue dots. And I'm going to put on the back of this knot right here. Lift it up. Make sure you help the glue dot up a little bit. And then I kind of liked it right underneath this big flower right here. Okay. Then I'm going to get my scissors and trim these and trim the ends a little bit. There's a little bit too long. Trimming them at an angle. And I also want to make sure I can see that thank you. Twist that a little bit. There, that's laying a little flatter. And there we go. We've got the outside almost done. We need to put some of the bling on, but right now let's go ahead and put the inside of the card on. So bring this back in. Put adhesive in each corner. And here. Let's go right on the inside. Almost forgot the fold was on top. Started to open up the wrong way. There we go. So we've got the inside done. We want to grab those Tinsel Gems Four-Pack. This is my pack that I've already been using. The reason they call this one 4-pack is because they have a Tinsel Gems 3-pack that has 3 different colors in it. But these tinsel ones are so pretty. And this time I'm going to use the Berry Burst ones. I'm going to grab a large one. I'm going to put it right about here. And I'm going to put a couple small ones on here. Now you can always add more if you want to. And then some here. Now I have made quite a few cards with this, so you're still going to have plenty of these left over when you get a half pack if you join the club. So that is my first alternative card. I hope you enjoyed it. And like I said, if you want to join my monthly card club, just click that monthly card club link below. Now you do, I forgot to mention this at the beginning, you do need to make sure that you subscribe by June 15th and so you can get this Darling Details Club. But if you join after that, then you'll get next month's club in July. Well, thank you so much for joining me today. And if you'd like to stamp along with me again, please subscribe to my channel by clicking that subscribe button below. And then when the bell icon pops up, select all. That way YouTube will notify you every time I upload a video and you won't miss anything. Now, if you live in the United States and do not have a demonstrator of your own, I would love to be yours. And just click that contact me link below in the video description and give me your mailing address. And I'll send out your first catalog. This is the 2023 to 2024 annual catalog. It just started in May, so this one's a brand new catalog. It's the only one available right now. So I will mail this out to you, and just make sure you click that contact me link. Okay, let's look at the card one more time. Again, thank you so much for joining me. If you have any questions, just comment below. Comment if you like it too. I'd love to interact with you, and I'll respond back. And also, if you like it, you can like it here on up above too. So thanks again for watching. Have a great week, guys. See you later. Bye.